The psychology behind dangerous social media, understanding the impact and taking action. Psychology behind dangerous social media. Social media has become an integral part of our lives in recent times. We use it to connect with friends and family, stay updated with current events, and share our experiences with others. While social media has many benefits, it also has a darker side. Dangerous social media can be defined as the use of social media to spread hate, misinformation, and propaganda. This article will explore the psychology behind dangerous social media and how it affects our behavior. Social identity theory. One of the most fundamental aspects of human psychology is social identity. Social identity theory suggests that we derive our sense of self from the groups we belong to. Social media platforms provide us with a way to connect with like-minded individuals and form online communities based on shared interests or beliefs. However, these communities can also foster a sense of group identity that can lead to dangerous behavior. In-group bias is the tendency to favor members of our own group over others. When we belong to an online community, we are more likely to engage in behaviors that support our group's ideology, even if it goes against our personal beliefs. This is because we want to maintain our sense of belonging and avoid being ostracized by the group. In-group bias can lead to dangerous behaviors such as cyberbullying, harassment, and hate speech. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. Social media algorithms are designed to show us content that is relevant to our interests, which can create an echo chamber effect. We are more likely to engage with content that supports our worldview, and this can reinforce our beliefs, even if they are false or harmful. Confirmation bias can also make us more susceptible to misinformation and propaganda. Conspiracy theories and fake news stories can spread rapidly on social media because they confirm people's existing beliefs. This can lead to dangerous behaviors such as vaccine hesitancy, political polarization, and radicalization. Social comparison theory. Social comparison theory suggests that we evaluate our own worth based on how we compare to others. Social media platforms provide us with a way to compare ourselves to others on a massive scale. We can see how many followers, likes, and comments other people have and compare ourselves to them. Social comparison can have both positive and negative effects on our behavior. On the one hand, it can motivate us to improve ourselves and strive for success. On the other hand, it can lead to feelings of envy, jealousy, and low self-esteem. When we feel inferior to others, we may engage in dangerous behaviors such as cyberbullying, trolling, or posting inflammatory content to get attention. De-individuation. De-individuation is the phenomenon in which people lose their sense of individual identity and become more likely to engage in impulsive or aggressive behaviors. This can happen when people feel anonymous or part of a crowd. Social media platforms can create a sense of anonymity because people can hide behind fake profiles or anonymous usernames. When people feel anonymous, they are more likely to engage in behaviors that they would not do in person. Cyberbullying, trolling, and hate speech are all examples of de-individuation on social media. The lack of consequences and the feeling of being part of a group can make people feel invulnerable and embolden them to engage in dangerous behavior. In conclusion, the psychology behind dangerous social media is complex and multifaceted. Social identity theory, confirmation bias, social comparison theory, and de-individuation are all factors that can lead to dangerous behaviors on social media. While social media has many benefits, we must also be aware of its potential to harm us and others. By understanding the psychology behind dangerous social media, we can take steps to mitigate its negative effects and use social media in a way that is positive and constructive. One way to mitigate the negative effects of dangerous social media is to be more conscious of our own behavior online. We can start by questioning our own biases and beliefs and being open to different perspectives. We can also be more mindful of the content we consume and share online, making sure that it comes from reputable sources and is not misleading or harmful. Another way to mitigate the negative effects of dangerous social media is to advocate for responsible use of social media. This can include advocating for stronger regulations and policies to prevent hate speech and harassment on social media platforms. It can also involve promoting digital literacy and critical thinking skills to help people recognize and avoid false information and propaganda. Finally, we can also use social media to promote positive and constructive behavior. We can use our online presence to spread positivity, promote diversity and inclusion, and raise awareness about important social issues. By using social media to connect with others and make a positive impact, we can help counter the negative effects of dangerous social media. In conclusion, the psychology behind dangerous social media is complex and can have serious consequences for individuals and society. Social identity theory, confirmation bias, social comparison theory, and de-individuation are all factors that can lead to dangerous behaviors on social media. By being more conscious of our own behavior online, advocating for responsible use of social media, and using social media to promote positivity and constructive behavior, we can help mitigate the negative effects of dangerous social media and create a safer, more inclusive online community. It's also important to note that social media platforms have a responsibility to address the negative effects of dangerous social media. Social media companies should take proactive steps to prevent the spread of hate speech, misinformation, and propaganda on their platforms. This can include investing in content moderation and fact-checking systems, implementing stricter community guidelines, and providing resources for users to report harmful content. Additionally, social media companies should prioritize transparency and accountability in their operations. Users should have access to information about how their data is being used and who is profiting from it. Social media companies should also be accountable for the content that appears on their platforms, especially when it promotes harmful behavior. In conclusion, dangerous social media is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach. By understanding the psychology behind dangerous social media, individuals can take steps to mitigate its negative effects. Social media companies also have a responsibility to address the negative effects of dangerous social media through proactive measures and increased transparency and accountability. Ultimately, creating a safer, more inclusive online community requires the collective effort of individuals, companies, and society as a whole. As we continue to navigate the increasingly digital world, it's important to recognize the impact that social media can have on our mental health, our relationships, and our society as a whole. By understanding the psychology behind dangerous social media, we can become more informed users and advocates for responsible online behavior. Through a combination of individual action, corporate responsibility, and societal change, we can work to create a safer, more positive digital landscape for ourselves and future generations.